guys, I've got another Iris box full of layouts that I want to get put into an album. So I'm going to go ahead and go through some of these. This is, yeah, I really kind of destroyed this one. This is when we moved into our house, this house we're living in now, like 4 years ago now. And we had to wait a little bit in our parking lot before our closing was over. We had to get out of our other house, had nowhere to go, so we camped out and we're basically living in the pool parking lot for a few hours with a couple U-Hauls and all of our vehicles. So I documented this with, I believe this is probably a Maggie Holmes collection. And okay, let's get this into a sleeve. All right, and this is just a 6 by 12, and I did not do anything on the back, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not gonna worry about there being a blank page amongst my layouts. So this is just my husband enjoying the hammock out back, and just simple layout. I don't have my 6 by 12 page protectors with me, so I'll just put it there in the middle. This is another anniversary page. And this is using a Paige Evans collection. I really like this. I love this matte paper. Super fun. I really love this collection. I can't remember the name of it now. All right, so put that there. Oh, we should probably, where did that come from? Oh my goodness, was it here? I'm gonna put it there. I don't know where this came from, but we're gonna go ahead and re-glue this. And hope that it came from right around here. At least it is now, right? And that's where it's going. Let's see if there's anything else that's kind of loose. I don't think so. Everything else seems to be pretty secure. Okay, let's get that put back. This feels so good, you guys. I can't even tell you. I probably have over 150 layouts that are needing to be put into their page protectors. So getting this done feels so good. All right, this one was a photo play collection. And I don't remember the collection. And this was from some old chipboard stickers that I had. But I sewed through and made a little banner out of the circles and then the rainbows. And I love how the colors match perfectly with the hammock there. Obviously, you can see we just moved into this house and it had this hammock structure in the back, and we really enjoyed that. All right, this is a Carta Bella, like game night, I think, collection. And we were actually playing online bingo with my little scrapbook store. This was obviously during COVID. And so I snapped a picture and just put like B and then the 5 here and then 75 to kind of show like the bingo side of things. Super fun. All right. Go. And we have Thanksgiving, and oh, I like this one. I did some mixed media, some stenciling. This was, I believe, an Amy Tan fall collection, and super fun. All right. There we go. Here's another one. I love this one. I did this mixed media where I just painted, just using acrylic paint, just in a paintbrush, and painted the strips in 3 different colors that match these colors. but it was super bright, guys. It was like so bold. So I put a sheet of vellum over the top and then sewed on that, and used a doily. I noticed I used quite a few doilies back then. And this was an Amy Tan collection, again, that fall collection. And just, this is me FaceTiming with my brother and sister-in-law. Okay. Perfect. All right, here is a Christmas layout. This was using a Close to My Heart kit. I usually, when I have those kits, I do not follow any sort of directions. I just kind of take them apart and do my own thing. So this was our Christmas tree. And then I kind of made this into somewhat my version of a double page layout. So using the same collection, but not necessarily, you know, one continuous layout. And that's typically how I like to do double pages. This was a Pink Fresh Studio stamp where I stamped different colors of the green, and I really, really love how this turned out. This was some handmade ornaments, one that a friend gave me, and these were two that my mom made when I was little. Like when I was a child, it was on our Christmas tree, and I just love that. So, and actually I'm noticing I should put this one up first, because this was actually us getting our tree. So I used a cut file and I backed it with the different types of green. Again, this was using that Close to My Heart collection as well. And I love this ephemera piece. This is a sticker. It says Together Time. And some of these trees I just used paint or mixed media and then backed that paper with the tree. Super fun. Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead with this one here. So all three of these Christmas layouts were using that Close to My Heart collection. All right, perfect. Next one was, this is at church. I had served at church, volunteered. This was obviously during COVID. This was Christmas Eve service. Our church, my church I went to back then, had several days of Christmas Eve services. So this was not necessarily on Christmas Eve. Yeah. So this, I can't remember the name of this collection, but I believe it might be an old American Crafts collection. Let's see what's next. All right. Here is Christmas. We're FaceTiming with my sister down here in the corner, my brother and her husband, and my brother and his wife, my dad and my stepmom, and this is my family, and this is us all FaceTiming probably on Christmas Eve. So this is using the Pink Fresh Studio Christmas line that year. Okay. And I bought my husband this My Pillow pillow, kind of as a joke, because we always laughed about those commercials. And it turns out we actually love the pillows, funny enough. But this, I did just a little mixed media in a circle here, and then some strips of paper. That is that same Pink Fresh Studio line. And I see a little C. I don't know what this came off of. I need to keep my eye out, put that back. So super fun. I am really enjoying kind of going back and seeing my older layouts. This is really fun. All right, snapshots of Christmas. There is where the C belongs. This would have been Christmas Eve. Our family tradition is we exchange gifts from each other on Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Day we do Santa gifts. This was a Paige Evans cut file of a camera, and I put vellum in the front and then backed it with a pattern paper. Or no, this paper is coming through the vellum. And then used ribbon, kind of like the strap. This is old Amy Tan clear stickers, and I love this page. So fun, so fun. All right. All right. This was the year that you could see the Bethlehem Star, I think they called it, or the Christmas Star. And although I did not take this picture, I think I pulled it off the internet somewhere. I did want to document it, and that happened that year. So I used, it was more of a religious Christmas line, and I can't remember. It might have been Photo Play for that one. And I love the gold accents as well. And I'm thinking I might be missing some more Christmas photos from this year, so I may end up adding more. Okay, this I did a bunch of mixed media on just some paper, just random blues. And then I used a star punch and punched them all out and then sewed through all of them. And I really, really love how that turned out. Okay. This was on January 6th in Washington, D.C. is what these photos are from. And this one I did just strips, like swiped paint, and then did some stars through the stencil to do a little bit of mixed media, and just very simple layout, but I love how it turned out. Okay. All right, some more here. This one I used just a map paper. I don't know what line this was from. And then I cut out the United States in vellum, and then did an outline in the red, and then added the title in the middle. And I used, on this layout, I just used stash. I used stuff from super old collections, and just mixed and matched things together. This one was from a paper pad, probably from Michaels, and I fussy cut this whole United States thing out of a paper, and these are just some gold, they must be rub-ons that I used, all of these. I'm guessing they're rub-ons. And very simple, but I really love the dark background with the kind of brighter photo. Okay. Here's another one where I just tore paper and then just filled with stars. I used just some of the Tim Holtz rub-ons here just randomly. And yeah, that is it on that one. Super simple, not heavily embellished, but I love how they turned out. Okay. All right, this was in the spring, and my husband and I went on a walk, and where everything was just starting to bloom, and it was so pretty. And I actually used a fall collection for this one. This was an Amy Tan collection, but the colors, and I mixed it with some Paige Evans, but I felt like the colors really worked out well. And I did just like a line of tags here. Super fun. Okay. Oh, actually, that goes the back of this one. Oh, this feels so satisfying, you guys, getting all of these in books. It's amazing. This one is my mother-in-law again. She is quite the crafter, and she was doing sunflowers. So I had this paper, which was probably maybe Photoplay, I don't know. This one too. And then I mixed in some older Amy Tan. These birds, I believe, are Vicki Boutin. And just super fun layout with all of the sunflowers. And then just did a little bit of stenciling coming out from either side. This is my sweet Bailey. She loved being in the hammock, and this was using a Pink Fresh Studio collection, and I used some paper glaze in yellow and used a Vicki Boutin stencil and kind of did little patches of the stenciling, and then just light blue splatters, which looks like tumbled glass that I used, and then just simply layered up papers and then 2 embellishment clusters. Very simple, but I really like it. This is just a funny layout, funny picture, and I literally just use super old stuff from my stash. I can see some Vicki Boutin in here. I can see these are just super old, like random papers, and this would be Amy Tan, or Chamel, probably Chamel. So I love this photo, and I like this like circular design, which kind of matched the circular design of the background paper. And that is with my husband and my sweet Allie Bear. Okay. Getting close, guys. We're gonna have another album filled. This is from, it's either Bella Boulevard or Doodlebug. I can't remember. But I used some postage stamp dies and cut out a bunch of different patterns and made a design and just embellished with some of the fun embellishments. The doodle, I don't know if these are Bella Pops or Doodle Pops. I can't remember. And this is all 3 dogs just waiting patiently for their treat. So my title, Eat, Sleep, Treat, Repeat, which is so true for these dogs. This one, my husband just put a his latest cowboy hat on the dog, and I just thought it was a sweet, sweet photo. I simply used papers from my stash, this large doily, and this was even on the paper, all of this like mixed media, and then just use some wood veneers and a title that says Be Unique, because let me tell you, that dog is definitely unique. She is a funny girl. So all right, this is my first time flying first class. I was flying home from Chicago, and I used this travel line, and I believe it was from Crate Paper, and just super fun with tags. This was obviously during COVID, and I like how I did this up here, like the banner, and then tore that in the shape of the banner. Lots of little embellishment clusters on this. So this, I think some of these were from an older, do you guys remember that collection? It was called Atlas. I don't remember the company. I still actually have some of that collection because it was one of my favorites. So it was a travel collection, but I don't remember. Why can't I get this in? I don't remember who the company was. There we go. All right, this was when I voted in November of 2020. I used an Amy Tan collection, which actually happened to have these stars in it, which I felt was very appropriate for the photo. So just a quick selfie to document that I voted. And I can see I must be missing a lot of pictures, winter photos, unless I just didn't take any winter photos. Because this is now April. That was November, and now we're already to April. So obviously I'm missing Christmas this year, which would have been 2020, Christmas of 2020. Right? Unless I'm out of order somehow. I'll have to go look back and see. But I did some mixed media, little like stenciling of flowers. And this was definitely a Vicki Boutin collection. And this was our garden in our new house. So I think that was using Color Study, the Color Study collection. Okay, this was Mother's Day, so in May. And I did this on this black cardstock and did this huge stencil with just white modeling paste. Did another stencil here. And this is a picture of me and my boys on the ocean for Mother's Day. Okay. This was Memorial Day. My husband had to work and I went to the beach by myself, and this gentleman beside me had all of these flags going from his chair all the way down to the beach, and it was just really cool. This was using a Close to My Heart stencil that I have and some Distress Oxides, and I did this on a craft cardstock, and I really love the craft cardstock. I'm using a Pinkfresh Studio collection, and this really makes me want to get out that craft cardstock again because I really love how this looks. And here's my little chair, and I'm all set up here on the beach. I was just showing you my little setup and a little selfie, and I did more of the Pinkfresh. This is from a Simple Stories sheet, thicker or foam sticker sheet, and then this paper was all one paper, and I just cut up the blocks and layered them up. So that would have been the end of May 2021. Now we have 4th of July 2021, and I think this was a Simple Stories collection that I used, and I used a banner punch and just layered all of those up. Super fun. Oops. Okay. And let's see, Allie Bear had gone to the groomer to get her nails done, and they put little red, white, and blue ribbons on her, so I documented this kind of like a take on the flag, where I did the red and white striped paper at the bottom, and then this is just a whole bunch of different mixed media with blue stars. And that, you guys, is my last layout for this box. So now we have completed filling 2 albums, and believe you me when I tell you that we have lots more to go. I probably have another at least 6 iris cases full of layouts. And good to know, I've come to find out that basically 1 iris case, I'm talking full iris case of photos, fits perfectly in one We Are Memories Keeper album. So I'm going to go ahead and add these to my album, and then we will get started shortly working on the next box of layouts. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.